We're live. Welcome back, guys. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to another video. Welcome back. So, what are we doing? Well, we're still continuing on this guy here. This great big mother. This is the Sazabi, the Master Grade Sazabi Verka edition. Verka. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but yeah. Anyway, what have we done? Well, here's a recap. Bingo! We've done this. We've got the top half of the Sazabi finished, and he's looking pretty cool. I also have one of his legs done. I did that off stream, just in my spare time. Here's one of his legs. As you might see, I've also got some decals that I just put on, actually just this morning. Yeah, just to kind of fill in. I also have his shield assembled. The shield, of course, pretty simple. You got one big gray piece here. We've got three little missiles that are, or rockets that are inside there. We've got an attachment here to put it on his shoulder. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces, okay? There, 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 and there. Plus this great big black one. And that's it. It's not really complicated. That's what you do. And obviously I've put the decals on there to make it pop. Yeah. So there's a shield. That's done. Okay. Last night I decided to start working a little bit on the backpack, but we'll get to that when we get there, because today we're going to do the waist. Okay. We're going to work on his waist today. So let me find a nice safe spot to put him so he's out of the way. There we go. Okay, so as you can see in the instructions book right here, we're starting on the waist. So with the waist, where are we going? Got my page ahead of myself here. We're going to start off with some parts off of the N tree, and the R and the G, a few little yellow B parts. Yeah, okay, let's get to it. So, first things first, change out my glasses. All right, shake it out, shake it for me, baby. All right. Okay, so got my stuff. I got my nippers and my knife ready, and of course, I can't forget my razor glass file. Again, I'm not sponsored, I just love this, okay? My favorite tool out of all of them. I love it. Okay, so what do we need first? We gotta start with the N tree. We need N, 4, 6, and 7. We gotta assemble this little guy in the middle, and then we're gonna sandwich them together. So N, where's our N? Ah, here we go. N, big, gray, not first time touching it. This looks like it's going to be nothing but the waist parts on this guy. All right, skirts are huge on that. Anyway, so we need N4, 6, and 7. There's 4. So just like in my last video, when I start cleaning up these parts, I'm going to stop talking and give my editor a little bit of a break in trying to decide what parts to edit out and what not to, because there's not much point in you guys watching me while I use the file to clean up the parts, right? It's not very exciting to watch somebody doing this. And spending 2 minutes cleaning that up, because you're just going to fast forward through that, right? You're watching this on YouTube, right? So you're just going to fast forward. This is the way it goes. So when I start to clean these, I'll just shut up, and that allows my editor to be like, oh, he's cleaning, delete. Yes. So there we go. Now that being said, these being inner parts, they don't necessarily need to be cleaned up that great. So really all I need to do is just make sure they're going to fit together properly. So I actually watched I watched a couple of videos on comparisons between nippers and realized that something that happens quite often with my nippers, if I clean up the nub right at the part and do that, a lot of times I'll actually leave a little indent, even though it's flush, even though this is flat, and it goes flat against there, I go snip, it will actually create a little bit of a crater, almost like it's ripping it out. And I've realized that's probably because these aren't sharp enough. Now these are just very cheap Amazon nippers that I bought off of Amazon, and yeah, so having realized that, I'm going to invest in a pair of God Hand nippers and go from there. So I want to go down to my hobby store and see how much they are, so I can compare the price between the hobby store and Amazon. Because yeah, I can buy them on Amazon, not a problem. But some of this hobby stuff, when it comes to Amazon, Amazon's actually more expensive than the local hobby store sometimes. So, case in point, this particular kit, the Sazabi, I go on Amazon, and Amazon, they want $240 for this kit. Now that's Canadian, so there's a disclaimer, I'm Canadian, my Amazon is Canadian pricing. So they want $240 for this kit on Amazon, and my local hobby store, they wanted $160. So where do you think I bought it from? I bought it from my hobby store. So yeah, it does sometimes pay to shop around, even if we don't always like to do it. Okay, so that guy goes in there like that, and then we grab this one and put them together. Just like so. Flat part facing this way according to the instructions. Okay? Okay. There we go. So, now we need to assemble these two guys right here. N1314, which I guess is these guys. 1314. Great big guys. Great big guys. But before we put these together, we need to put a couple parts inside. We need off of the R tree, number 18. So where's my R tree? R, meaty, where are you? Okay, here we go. So we need R18. So we need it both off of R1 and R2. R1 and R2. R2, D2. Alright, 18. Doink. Get a little excited about that. Don't know if this is going to be significant and that I need to clean that off, these nubs off of the inside. I don't know. I do know I want to clean them off the balls. You don't want to have ugly nubs on your balls, okay? That's not a good thing. You don't want to have ugly nubs on your balls. Just got to make sure your balls are nice and clean. Always. Always clean your balls. So, now that my balls are clean, I've got to clean up around them. Okay, alright. So, we're going to take this, we're going to take one of our guys, and, there we go. So it lines up like this. And so that snaps this, and that's going to allow this ball to swing. So I'm going to give it a pivoting hip. Okay, so there we go. And we're going to do the same on this one, just like that. I want to kind of line them up in the same spot, sort of, kind of, so that when I put the legs on, they're going to be in roughly the same spot. So now we take these, and we're going to take this guy that we started with, and how are we going to do this? This is going to go in, that's going to line up right. I got it upside down. And I'm looking at the wrong one. Put it the right side up. There we go. So this is going to line up on this peg. And then that's going to sit in there like that. Oh, it snaps in, nice. Just like that, okay? Just like that. And now we put them together. Make sure there's not any other parts that are supposed to go on this. Nope, looks pretty good. So we line them up. We get a little sandwich going here. There we go. Dun, dun, dun. Now that this is together, you can see how ugly that ball is. So we're going to clean that up. Not that anybody's going to see it, but I want to make sure that when there's assembly going on, that I'm not going to have any interference because my ball's dirty. Right? Okay, so there we have it so far. Now we need N5 and B119. So I need N5, and then B119. That's B2. B1 is the bigger tree. I need 19. So this guy's going to go on top. And so it's going to go in this direction. Get the ball through. We've got these little slots here. There's little lines there that's going to line up. That helps line this up. Just like that. It even snapped into place. That's nice. There's a lot of balls on this thing. You got a lot of balls. Alright, and then this piece goes on the bottom here. Just like that. Alright, now we need G11 and I8. G11 and I8. Well, here's I. Here's I. I number 8 is right here. Okay, so there's I8. I need G. I need G11. I also need G10, so while it's in my hand, I'm going to get that. So G10 and 11, that's these two here. Ow! That's the not so funny bone. Seems like I'm scratching the crap of it. Okay, so I've created a few little imperfections on there, so I'm going to grab my little my sanding sponge. Also from Gun Primer, comes with the razor thingamadour file, the glass file. It's part of the kit I bought, and it really does a great job. If you want to polish your your Gundam kit, this is definitely a fantastic tool for doing so. Anyway, let's see here. So we're going to take this piece like this, and it's going on the front here, and it's going to go like that. So you got this part sticking out, that's going to go through this hole. And we have a thing in the back there to line up on this peg and on these. Just like so. Okay, and now we take this other piece, this guy here. Was it this guy? No, this guy here goes on the bottom with these two guys going through those two holes. And that's going to line up like that. Nice. And then we take this guy, and he's got to go in like this. But we have B118 that is going to go in here, and I think should do that first. B118. That's this guy here. Maybe I don't have to do it first. According to the instructions, we're supposed to put the bigger piece on first. So I will try that. Otherwise we'll need tissues. So they're saying this goes on first. So let's do that first. Just like that, I guess. Okay, and then this goes on. I mean, seriously, does it matter if I put that on first? It just kind of doesn't really sit. Now there's... I guess it does matter. The way Bandai has designed this, this has to go on after and just sit there. But it just kind of, I don't know. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I want to glue it. And if I glue it, I'll never be able to pull that off again. Does it matter if I have to pull that off? I suppose it does. If I ever want to paint it for some reason. Okay. We'll leave it. That's it for this page. Now we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of it. Because we've got a full page and 2/3 to do this. Okay, so this is what we got so far. Not bad. All right. So it looks like we're going to be putting this aside for a little bit as we assemble some skirts. So we need R, A, and B. R, A, and B. R, R. So we're going to do R1. R1 number 22. Okay. And then we want A1 12. This guy here. And we need B1 number 16. Number 16 right here. All right. So we take our 22 like this. We take this guy and we're going to put him on this side. Like that. We've got some nice little silver accent going on there. And then this guy is going to go on right here and line those up. It's going to be the first yellow piece I've put on a dark gray that I'm confident that it's going to stay. All the rest of them I felt pretty loose. So we're going to take that just like that. Now we're going to need B1 number 2. I feel like at this point I'm going to be building another one of these just on the opposite side. And I need R1 number 19. Okay, so if we take this guy in the orientation they have it, they want this facing, or do they? Yeah, I believe so. There's going to be only one way this is going to fit, and I believe it's like that. That makes the most sense. And it's just barely sitting there. And then they want to put this on there. So I think they want this hole lining up with that. And this slot maybe lining up with this. It seems to be the most logical thing. I guess this is going to slide. Slightly. Maybe. I think that's the way this is supposed to go. It seems to look like that in the picture anyway. So with that sitting there like this, we want G2 and F1 9. E2 is 4, 6, 7, 3, 2 right there. And what else did I say? F1 number 9. F1 number 9. Alright. So, how are we going to do this? So we want to do this piece first. But they say to open this up. So how do we open? There we go. Spread that out like that. Okay. And then we're going to take this piece and put it on. It goes over everything like that. So I guess our little yellow guy is going to stay in there forever because it's being covered up by this guy. And then we want to put this one on. And this guy's going to go onto that part. So, oops, I forgot that little piece there. Okay, sorry about that. Alright, so this is going to go on here. So that's kind of neat. So that's going to close. And theoretically, there we go. That looks kind of neat. And then of course you can open it up like that, show your inner parts. And of course it exposes another, I don't know, exhaust, whatever that's supposed to be. So there's one. Obviously I'm going to have to make another one, which is what we're going to start doing right now. So back to the R tree, we need R121. Now that I already have an idea of what parts I need of this tree, I know I need that, and I know I need this. I think that's it. I can grab my G tree. I already know I need this piece here when I get to it. I know I need this, right? Okay. And now I need some B stuff and A and my B stuff. I need this guy here. And number 2, where'd you go? Oh, I need B2, number 2. That would be you, number 2. Okay, so now I've got my parts. I need to clean them up. Alright. Done. Okay. So we're going to start with this guy. And we're going to put this on here. Hoping to get it in the right orientation, the right way around. Something like this. There we go. Okay. And we put our little yellow guy on the bottom here. Just like so. Okay. Moving on to this guy. We got to put our little yellow piece at the bottom here. Just like so. And then we put this on. And this was going to line up over here, like so. And then we're going to spread this out. Are we spread out? We already are. Doink. We're nice and spread wide. And we take this and we line that up like that. And it goes on. Snaps in. And you see what I mean about not having to clean up the nub marks as long as they're flush, because they're not even visible. And that's what I like. Bandai's got that nice little kind of almost, they're almost all the same like that as far as that goes. And now this piece goes on here, presses on, and there we go. And again, we slide that back into spy. So we can open it up and we can close it and open and close it and open, close, open, close, open, close. Anyway, you know what I mean. So now we have 2. Okay. Next, oh, we get to put them on. So, on this one, we're going to go doink and dink. This little guy goes here, snaps on our balls. There's a big gap there, wow. But that allows for some pivot, just a little bit of room. We can pivot like this, and we can go like this for leg movement, all that good stuff. But for now, we'll just keep it like that. Put this one on, just like that. So we'll leave them just like that for now. Okay. Okay, so next we need to build 2 of these using our R tree, R1, 10, 14, and yeah. R1, 10 and 14, and R2, 10 and 14. So, what are we looking at here? So we got 2 14s. So I guess just R1, 14, okay. I need R1 number 10. I also need R2 number 10. Oh, it's kind of funny. We have an R2 14 as well, and we've got 2 of them. wonder if we'll get to the... Ah, there we go. Boom, boom. The R214's right in the next step. Okay. Now we also need B1 number 9. B1 and 9, B1 and 9, we've got two B1 and 9s. Okay. Alright, so we're going to take this guy and this guy like this, and we'll put our little yellow cap on the inside, just like that. Okay, I'm going to do that to this one too. Dink, dank, doink. Just like that. Now once again, I want to glue these on, just because they don't fit super tight. And I don't want my yellow piece ever falling out. So just a tiny little dab of a thin, quick setting to me up is all I need to do. And I'm happy with that. So these are built. Doink. So we're going to go from here to here. Now we need N3. N3. I need to trim my fingernail. Okay. Here's N3. I've already got my R2s. I need B2 number 9. Okay, so we're going to take this guy. There are little knobs. Oh, I didn't clean these. Sorry, hold on. Okay, so take these guys, take our little cones. There's one. I didn't clean that properly. There we go, that's better. Okay, so we got a cone, and then we put a cone. Okay, and put her, here I am, I'm holding it over here and it's not even on this camera. Come on, here we go. Smarten up. Like that. And like that. Okay. Once again, I want a little glue on there. Now I could probably get away with not gluing these, but for my own little peace of mind, just because I hate when parts fall off after assembly. Okay, so now we're going to start putting these together. So we need N9, 8, 9, and 10. Grab our N tree again. There's 8, 9, and 10 right there. Cleanup time. Okay, so now we're going to take this with this. So what do we want to do first? They want us to put this in first. I got the wrong piece. This is going to go like this. Okay. And then the second part, they want this to be put in. And it's going to go like this. This is going to be able to slide up and down, I guess. We'll see. Okay. And then this is going to go over top. And it's going to go... How are you going to go? Line up with this. Okay. This will slide up and down like that. Or in and out. Hey. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, this is done. Now we're going to go down to number 9. We're going to get N2. These big chonkers. And since the next step is N1, I might as well get it off of here. We need A1 number 11. And of course A1 number 10. This is number 10. That's the next step. We need A11 right now. Okay. Alrighty. So let's just make sure these are nice and smooth, since the nature of these silver parts, my normal technique, well, I've tried 2 techniques in removing the sprue marks, or the nub marks, and neither of them work very nicely. It's like, I don't know, I can't even understand what the reasoning is on the part where it's actually like inside, it's a darker color. So no matter what I do, it's that color. But whatever. So far, I haven't had any instances where you can see it, so I can't complain too much. If you've ever had a nub, it requires so much. I'm finally at a point where I might be okay with that. Okay. So, we're going to take this guy first. And we need to put A111 on him, like this. Alright. Looks cool. Okay, and then we got to take one of our little thruster guys. And he's going to go like this on this little peg, I think. Yep. That's where it goes. Just like that. And we're going to do the same on this side. Grab a thruster. It goes like that. Okay. Now we're going to take these and we're going over this number 11. And we're going to grab this guy. And somehow these guys get attached. How do they get attached? We got to turn this around. And then this peg goes there. Like so. And that's cool. So you got some movement. Not a lot of movement, but there's some movement there. If this wasn't a space battle suit or a mobile suit, you'd think you got some crazy speakers everywhere. Anyway, so now they want this pulled down. And we're going to add more parts. We need N11. We're running out of parts on our N tree here. N11, I'm going to put 12 down over there just because, you know, we're going to need it. We're going to need it. That's it for the N tree. There's no more on here. So, I'm going to do this. Okay, so that's N11. What else? We need G6 and I4. G6, this guy here. And what that does tell me is I'm probably going to need this one for the other side. So I might as well take that off. Now, what else was the other piece? I4. I4 is this guy. Okay, so let's clean these guys up. Since these are coming up next, might as well get them done too. Okay, so we're going to take, what do we have to do here? Did I grab G6? Yes. This guy is like this. And they're showing me this little line here. What appears to be, yeah, this slot here. They want this slot lining up with this peg. So if I do that, how does that work? Ah, like this. So I need to kind of spread this out a little bit to line that up, because it's going to go like this. Okay, while this piece, this little peg goes through that hole. So when you have everything lined up properly, it should all go together. It's kind of strange, there's a big gap in here. Like, did I miss a piece? You know? It's weird that there's a great big gap in here. Like there's something that's supposed to go there. And meanwhile, up top here, we put this guy on right up top in the middle. Just like that. Okay. we're clearly not finished. We still have more. This probably the piece that covers this probably wraps around. That's my assumption. So now we got to do the same. We've done here. We're going to go up to this page, the other page here, and we're going to do the same thing. So once again, this just kind of goes on there and kind of sits there. As we line up the hole there, slide it down, get it in place. Put this guy there. Make sure we're lined up here. There we go. There we go. Okay, so these pieces are on. That kind of ties everything together. We got some cool movement there. Oh, that's cool. Discovering the shock mechanism and how it ties it together. Yeah, cool. Anyway, so that's this done. We're done over here now. We go I-13 and 14. Great big pieces here. These are the last two on this tree. So that's it for this tree, which means we can cut this down. And what else do we need here? We need G5 and 7. G5 and 7. These two, again, big pieces. Which makes us almost finished with the G tree, but these are for the legs. And that's going to be tomorrow, so yeah. Alright, so let's clean these pieces up now. Okay, so looking back to our picture here, where are we going? What are we doing? We have to put our big pieces on. So this guy is going to go over this side. And looks like he's just going to slide down over everything. Of course, we're going to have everything lined up. There's tabs in here that are going to line up with these slots. Everything's going to line up. Otherwise, nothing will work. There we go. And it does just press all together like that, and you're done. This lines up nicely here. Same thing on this side, right? So we just line everything up and it slides, it pushes all together nicely. Nice. Okay. And then our lower pieces, these are similar. These are going to go doink. And I was right. So where we had the big gap, that's going to get closed up with these. Once I got them lined up and it clicks into place, just like that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. And so that's what we've got so far. Okay. Now we go to completion. We got a bunch of pieces off of our B tree and our H and our F1. So let's take a look at our F1. Let's find our F1 here. F1, 13 and 14. That's these two guys here. What was the other one? I need H14. Two of them. H14. Here's H. I don't think we've taken anything off H yet today. Number 14. So there's only one on here. So on the other H tree, there'll be another 14. And I'll have to grab that one. And then we need B. B1. We need number 8. B1 number 8. 22 and 23. It's these two here. B1, 22, 23, and we need B2 number 8. Okay. So now we have all our parts. We do some cleanup. All right. So we are ready for our assembly of our parts here. So we're going to take one of these guys, and we want to make sure we've got a couple of rounded edges, and they're going to go towards the back, it looks like. And it's going to go on, and they're going to go on here. But they actually want it facing this way. Bit of a tight fit, but that's all right. We'll get her in there. Okay. Then we're going to take H14. We're going to put it over top. Just like that. Okay. We'll do the same on this side. Just like that, okay? Now we're going to take our other guys down at the bottom here. We're going to take our B1s, and they want the little notch facing up and towards the inside to fit that little groove that's in there. And I didn't clean this one up good enough, just for good measure. So, take this, and we'll put it in like that. Just like that. Do the same with this one. Doink. Okay? And now we take these guys, and they're going to go on just like this. Press down, and you're going to go in there properly, right? I'm not hearing that distinct full. I think maybe I got my 13 where the 14 should go, and vice versa. So let's try this on this side instead. Oh, much nicer fit. There we go. Okay. And then, see what they've done is they've closed this all up. So let's close her all up. It lines up pretty cool. So it doesn't quite close together, but that's closed there like that. A couple of unfortunate little nub marks, a little bit of weathering, panel lining, that kind of stuff, that can hide those though. So that's this piece, and this guy, where do you go? You lock in with this tab right there. This is where we have our rotating piece, so we can get in there. And there we go. All right. Now what I find funny is we haven't built our side skirts yet, and yet they're showing them on the waist for the next step, doing the legs. So when did we build those? You never told me to build any yet. There's nothing going on my balls on my side balls. Where are my side balls? Well, my side balls are right there, but what about the skirt thingies that go there? When are we building those? Because that's a hell of a back skirt. That is huge. Let's see if I can find where those get assembled, because it's like they just skipped it. Or maybe they're going to tell me to do it in another section. Yeah, see here they have, see what they do in the book is they have highlighted the parts you're about to build, and the side skirts they have not highlighted. So where do we assemble those? Because I've built a leg, and no part during the leg assembly do we build one of those. So the leg's complete. Then we go off, here we go, bingo, right here. We got to build two of these. So let's build those now, okay? I'm going to build those now. So I need, starting out, it actually starts down here, the bottom. R1 and R2, number 16. There's that. Let's actually keep this in view for you guys. R1, R2, and we need 15 as well. Am I going to need 14? No, 17. I am going to need this piece too, to button it all together. What else did I need? B1 and B2, I need number 7. So I'm going to need a total of 6 of these things, and there are 6. Last, we need A2. Well, A1 and A2, I need number 2. Well, I'm going to need the last piece of the archery. This guy here, as I put him out of camera's view. There you go, I need one of those. I believe that's the last piece off of the R1 tree. I don't see anything more. Okay, cleaning up, cleaning up. That's what the name of the game is, right? Okay, guys, it's time for final assembly. Okay, so we're going to take one of these guys, and we're going to take our little triple cones, do that, and we're going to put our little yellow pieces in there. Now, as usual, these just feel like they feel like they're going to fall out, so even if they don't, I'm gluing them. Oh, and that one did fall out. See? See? And that's why I glue them. Just a little dab of glue is all I want to put in there. Okay, so we're going to do that again. Let's assemble another one right here. There we go. Dink, dank, and doink. And that's it. Well, I guess they do press in a little further than what I did here. Whatever. They're good. Okay. Now with these, now we got to take this guy, and we take one of these guys, and it looks like they are going to go in this configuration, and we're going to line up just this way, and it's going to go on here. Now, do we get a snap on there? No, it just kind of goes on there. Okay, that's fine. And then we take one of our thrusters, and it goes on here. Like that. Okay, so now we have that. And we'll do that again. Now, looking at the picture a second time, I may have put the first one on backwards. This one actually did snap on. And then our thrusters go on here. Oh, that's a nice snap. So let's take a double check. No, I did put this on correctly. Okay. And now we take this, and we're going to take this guy. No, not these guys. These guys are coming up. I need H18. This guy here. And while we're at it, our last piece is going to be K1. K1. Fortunately, I have another K tree. This guy here. This is all leg stuff, leg parts. Okay. Yeah, literally K. Alright, so we'll clean these up. Okay. Let's try this again. Snaps on. Make sure it's all lined up everywhere. At least as best as we can. Okay. That seems to be it. Okay. And then we're going to take our bottom piece here. No, wait, we got one of these. So the first thing I want us to do is put this on here. And so that's going to be fairly straightforward when we have it facing the right direction. Press these two together like that. There we go. So now this is going to go doink in there. And that's where this little hinge, you got to have these facing out, right? So that you can put this on there. So really all we got to do is line up those pieces onto those hinges. Hopefully we get a nice click. Nice click. And there we go. Bingo. That's one done. Okay. That's one done. So let's do that to this one. Let's make sure I got this one cleaned up. Nope. All right. So again, we line this up. Press it in there and make sure we've got it lined up. There we go. And we take this guy and this guy and we line it up. There we go. Pressed in nice and firm. Then we line these up. Click. Yeah. There we go. It's going to be interesting how this. So when we want to open it up, this can do that. That's cool. Okay, and now these go on the sides. So these, finally, we got something to hook on my balls. Like so. And like so. There we go. Our side skirts are ready. And this is then going to go into the underneath of the body. We got the body side and a really loose shoulder because, oh, that's the nature of the beast. We got the body side, we got the skirt side, skirt and body side. There we go. We're getting somewhere now. It's just like floating. Here we go, guys. Yeah. We're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. And I already have a leg assembled. So I could technically go doink and there's the leg. It's going to be a nice big beast. Beautiful. But the leg will be tomorrow. Now the leg is quite a bit of an assembly. I will tell you that. So tomorrow's going to be a long day. So there we go. The skirt is assembled, which means we are about 2/3 of the way through our Sazabi build. Yeah, took me a while for my brain to get from here to here, but it did. Okay, so with that being said, we're done for the day. We're done for the day, guys. That's going to be it. And if you've made it this far, if you've been hanging out with me for this long, why not hit the like button down in the middle there? That would be really appreciated. That would be so awesome if you guys would do that for me. It really helps me out with the whole YouTube algorithm thing. And then, if you're new here and you haven't done so yet, I would really appreciate if you hit subscribe down over here. That would be really cool too. Because I want to build my subscriber base. I want to get that. And if you're really interested and you really would like to have this opportunity, you can go look in the description box and I will put links to my Twitch and my Instagram and my Twitter pages. Twitch, you can follow me on Twitch and then you get notified when I go live and you can watch me do this stuff live, and you could have the opportunity to chat with me and it will appear here in this little black box that clearly nobody chatted with me today, and that's fine. You'd have that opportunity to do that if you would so like to. And you can go on my Instagram page and you can see still pictures that I've taken of everything that I've built in the past. And of course, once this is completed, I will do the same. I'll take some pictures and I will upload it on my Instagram. My Twitter, I don't really go on my Twitter much. Basically, when I upload a new video to YouTube, I also post it on Twitter saying, hey, go to my YouTube channel. And that's my activity on Twitter, so you're not going to see much there. But there's those opportunities, and if you guys would so like to do so, you do have the opportunity to do that. So, like I said, we're going to leave it at that. We're finished for today, and yeah. So I will continue this tomorrow. We will start getting on the assembly of the leg, and hopefully complete it, and then that's pretty much done. We'll have to do the backpack too, which I've already done about half of it. If you want to see it, it's a little preview. This is part of the backpack. These are the funnels. These two halves open up like so, and yeah, they open all the way. They do open all the way. It's just a little tight. There you go. And then even the silver parts open up when they want to cooperate, like so. And then these can launch. Yeah. Anyway, I will show you because I need to. You build two of these. I've already built the one, obviously. You guys will get to see how you build the other one. I also did his fuel tanks. These are literally 3 pieces that just go together, and that's it. So, yeehaw. Oh, sorry, there's a 4th piece that goes in the bottom there. I put it on this one, just like that. And that's his fuel tanks. Yeehaw. Exciting, right? And that's it. So, like I said, we're going to leave it for there. We're going to leave it for now, and that'll be it. And thank you guys for watching. Thanks for coming out. And yeah, so we'll see you all in the next one.